Heyo, hey all. Welcome to the Downcast Championship Edition. Damon here as always, and we got Zach too. Zach, how you doing?
Doing well.
Wonderful. And then we've got our championship game here as well. With next to me, I have my brother, first time ever on the Downcast, Christopher. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Doing well.
Christopher snaked my fucking championship from me, motherfucker.
Hey, bro, that's your own damn fault. Don't blame me.
I'm just glad
Fuck you.
Todd Gurley, winner, didn't run through the playoffs again, owner. Anyway, and then real quick, also, his competitor, Skyler, is here as well. Skyler, back-to-back championship games. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, I mean, I remember your first season. We were like, who's this fucking bum that we let in?
Well, if you remember, it was me and Sean playing for the losers.
Was it you and Sean? Is that who it was?
It was.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mihan Kelly?
So.
Was it Meehan or was it Story?
Or, no, sorry, your brother.
Oh, was it Christopher playing? Oh, see, that's what I was saying. I was thinking about that. Well, that's great. So 2 years ago, you two were in the last place game. He was in like his third last place game, and you were your first season in last place.
Yeah, and I named him Caitlyn Jenner's balls, and look at him now.
And Mr. Wilcox was, I think he made the playoffs too because we had a dominant division, and he did really well too. Like he had probably the third best team if you looked how the season went out, and then just 2 years later, those two were playing for Cheese Sox, and you two are in the championship, so it's pretty cool.
I'm just glad to miss it. Hey, by the way, we need to do the draft outside next year with that shit going on.
Nope. We're going to do it in a sauna.
Brad agrees. Just ask him. He'll tell you.
Well, that is one thing. If Bass wins, though, because he is always in church during the draft, and he can only do a little bit of time here. So if Bass wins Cheese Sox, the draft will be held a day earlier.
At his church.
A day earlier on Saturday before Memorial Day. So he has no excuse not to sit in those bitches for hours. and if Chris takes it home, then we're fine with Sunday. And while he gets all stonied out of his mind wearing cheese, it will be wonderful.
I don't think Chris realizes he's actually going to have to wear them if he loses. I was talking to him the other day. He doesn't think he doesn't have the worst record.
Because Bass did so shitty. Bass did so shitty last year and took last place. I'd hate to see him get it last twice.
Oh, I don't care. And Chris needs to realize, because it's always been this way, it's not your end-of-season record. It is the playoffs for losers and winners. So he's in the game. Chris Wilcox, you're in the game. Understand, you're in the cheese sock game, cheese shoe game, whatever you want to call it. But real quick, well, I'm glad to have everybody. Since we didn't do the Downcast last week, I'm just going to go over the entire playoff bracket here and how we got to where we are. So we'll start with the winners bracket. Skyler and I faced off. It was a game that I couldn't even be mad about because I outscored every other playoff team but Skyler, who went holy nuts and won top point score. He beat me 160.7 to 119.8. And then Christopher here took down Zach. Oh, it was the four of us too during those games too. Took down Zach 115 to 103.1. And then in the loser bracket, we had the champ take down the ex-champ take down, and one of you guys will get that new name soon. Pretty soon, you'll always refer to you as the champ. But the soon-to-be ex-champ took down Cheese Sock 1, 123.9 to 107.2. Dick Cheese took down Sunday Morning Boner 80.5 to 79.3, and Bill took down Bass 85 to 78.1. That took us into the second round. I was going to do this a different way, but I fucked it up. And then in double upsets, both of you basically scored the same points, and both of your power teams you played against both shit the bed basically equally.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Skyler took down Lee, who I thought was going to win this year. His team's just so stacked, 114.5 to 95.8. And then Christopher took down Brad and the Peppers of Justice, 114.8 to 78.5. So especially after last week with you guys finishing within 0.3 points of each other, it should be a good championship. Zach and I playing for Best Podcaster. It's a 2-week game for the 5th and 6th place. It always has been. I'm currently up 90.6 to 78.1, but we had both weeks together, and really, who cares? And then in the losers bracket, the champ took down Dick Cheese to move himself into the consolation championship.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the podcasting bowl, the winner gets a headset.
That would be good. And then, wait a minute. Hold on. Well, okay, so anyway, Billy, wait a minute. Hold on. Uh-oh. Mid-downcast, we're having something go down. Hold on. Uh-oh. There might be a different cheese sock person playing Bass. So Bass went 0-2 because Chris ended up beating Bill by 0.6 points. I thought Bill beat Chris. Was there a stat correction? There might have been a stat correction. Chris, because it was supposed to be Bill and Devin in the consolation championship.
I thought Chris lost by 1 point.
No, there must have been a stat correction because I'm showing he won by 0.6 points.
Dang.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bill might be playing for cheese.
Brad wanted this so bad.
Uh-oh. Okay, so hold on. So what I said before is I said how we're going to work the bracket is if there's any record ties, that being 2-0, 1-1, or 0-2, it's going off playoff points. And so Devin, so we're getting a live thing here. This is pretty exciting. Sorry, guys. Feel free and fill in. Christopher and Skylar, let's do a little cut in advance of your games. Why don't you guys have a little back and forth about your game and what you think?
Well, I've never been as invested in this week as I am this year. For starters. Okay, keep going. More conversation. I'm waiting for Skylar. It takes conversation.
I'm just a little worried this week. I've got some pretty tough matchups this week. So.
Oh, and Skylar, real quick. Now I can say this while I'm doing this. We made a trade this year. It ended up saving my season, allowing me to be at least a worthwhile team. It allowed you to. You just had a good team anyway, so it really didn't do much for you. But it did give you, I'd say, kind of a more top end. But anyway, you were like, oh, I wish I didn't trade Kareem Hunt, and you whining on the boards and stuff. and now, granted, Melvin Gordon got hurt, but A, he should be back this week, and B, didn't get kicked out of the league. So
that is true. But he has missed. I think I lost 2 games because he missed them. So my record could have been a little better.
Yeah, and I get it, and it's nice because I'm still happy with the trade because it beefed me up and allowed me to be somewhat relevant and make the playoffs and Fox score more than everybody but you in the playoffs. So hell, I would have beat last week. Even if I would have played Brad, I would have beat him too. So it was a good trade, but it's ended up in your favor right now.
And Zach, makes you feel any better, dude? According to these. You would have lost Brad anyway, so.
Yeah, he would have. He shit the bed. Okay, we're doing real life math here.
Real life math.
Yeah, or live math. Man. Okay, so Devin is 100% in the consolation bracket championship, and Bass is 100% in the cheese game. So Devin and Bass, one went 2-0, one went 0-2, and the other 4 of you went 1-1. Okay, so now here's where it gets exciting. Yeah, just bring yours up. We're gonna do this live, and we're gonna find out who is Cheese-torious here. So we're gonna first do Christopher Wilcox. So I don't think Chris is going to be in with his numbers. Oh my God, this is insane. 15. Chris. Chris, and I'll announce it in just a second. Anyway, guys, fill the air. Let's go talk about something. You guys are killing me here.
I was just listening to the live match.
Yeah, me too.
It's just intense. It is intense.
So for our bowl, it's both weeks combined. The total score?
Yeah. So it's us combined. Yep. So it's what it's always been. So yeah, and once again, who cares really in the end? But it is best podcaster. So I mean, I would love to say a person owes headphones, but at the same time, if I lose, I'm not buying you any. So so I'm not gonna agree to that.
Okay.
Who did I just do?
You already got a fucking lead on me, though, you cheeky bastard.
I know.
Well, if this season has taught you anything, projections don't matter.
That is so true.
The last 2 weeks, anyway.
They really don't. Projections are the most pointless pieces of shit on the planet.
I think they set you up to fail. They get you real excited.
You know, looking back, though, I started out with fucking the first week, I got 189 points or some shit like that. And to go from that high a score to losing is worse than being in Bass's shoes, you know? He never had hope to begin with.
I don't know, bro. You've never been in those shoes.
Okay.
That's true. Those shoes are cheesy.
All right, I've got the numbers. Here it is. So okay, I'm going to start. 2 people that will not be playing in either the championship or line top. You're safe. 204.5 total points scored in the playoffs. I know. The next person playing in neither the championship or the Cheese Sock game, and that is Bill Kleintop. 202.8 playoff points scored. He won't be in it. So they should be playing each other this week. All right. So now I'm going to announce who will be playing Devin in the championship of the consolation bracket, and we'll all know that the person I don't say is playing Bass for Cheese Socks. So playing Devin for the championship with 225.6 playoff points scored is Chris Wilcox.
Dang.
The senior hobo Dick Cheese Socks is playing in the game. Yes. It's what he gets for not participating all year. Boom. He only scored 183 playoff points. Meehan and Bass are in Cheese Socks Bowl. This is wonderful.
Meehan's in Cheese Socks?
Meehan is in Cheese Socks. So if he doesn't listen to this,
shit.
you work with
he
him.
Thought he was out of it.
He's not. I thought he was too. I thought he was out of it too, but he's in it. He is in it.
He's going to be pissed.
He is going to be pissed.
Tomorrow.
Well,
when are we doing our year-end party?
Booze.
We'll have to figure that out. We'll get it figured out after this week, and probably, honestly, pretty soon here, because we got to get the champ their trophy, get it the hell out of Devin's dirty hands. I'm adjusting playoff lineups now, so if anybody is not listening, or you know, if you see this before you hear it, it's legit. It's been established, and sorry if you're surprised, but it is what it is.
Do a final one after this.
Oh yeah, I'll get the championship. Whoever wins, please come back on of you two. We would love to have you back on
for a championship
for the postseason. And what I'd like to do is get Cheese Socks on here too. I would like to get the Cheese Socks on here as well, just to hear how terrible they are.
I want to film the draft party, or at least the cheesy part.
Yeah,
at least. I don't know. You should probably do it without audio because it gets pretty.
So this is actually way better. So Chris and Devin for third pick, the Kleintop championship, and then Cheese Socks with couldn't be two more deserving people. So anyway, with all that, let's segue right into our preview for this final week, and let's start with Cheese Socks, the Cheese Bowl. Right now, Dick Cheese Sox is currently projected to beat Bass 103.9 to 94.4. Looking at it, honestly, like Meehan has a good team. He should have been in the playoffs if he would have just participated during the year. So I think he's going to win this game. I don't think he really has much to worry about. I think Bass has been destined for cheese ever since Le'Veon Bell got suspended or held out all year. Looks like they did play earlier this year one time. Of course they did. Everybody plays everybody. And it looks like Bass won that game 99.6 to 91. So, I mean, that's why we play the game. You two should have lost to your opponents big time this weekend, and you didn't. So, what do you guys think? Who's wearing cheese?
I think Bass is wearing it.
Yeah,
just because Sean does have a solid team, but it would be funny to hear Sean have to wear them for not fucking paying attention.
Agreed. What'd you say, Skylar? You agreed?
Yeah, I agree with that Bass is going to be wearing them.
Yeah, I think he is too. Oh, damn it. That's going to be great. All right. Well, anyway, with all that cheesy drama over now, we know who's in the game. So I will update that as well. And then if anybody has a problem, you can listen. Please deliver the news to Sean if he hasn't heard.
Wait.
I will.
What kind of are we playing?
I can't wait to see him tomorrow.
So how it's gonna work basically is you're gonna take your shoes, everything off, just your feet. We're gonna put like slices of cheese on your feet. Okay, just real gross. Like I don't know, we're gonna wrap them up somehow, or just push them in there real good. And then we're gonna put socks on. Then we're gonna dump nacho cheese down those socks. And then that's what I was thinking about it. They don't necessarily need to wear socks or shoes. Even we can just put these all around your feet. And we can put it in a plastic bag and dump cheese down it, and then like tie off the plastic bag a few times so that way it doesn't leak all over wherever we're at.
Tape it shut.
So we can tape it shut, just so whatever's really hot and steamy. Well, no, we're gonna put them in. We're gonna have some sort of a protective thing because wherever we're at, we don't want the bag to rip. Or we're gonna put multiple layers or something. We're gonna do something to where wherever we're at. Like I said, maybe we go outside. Maybe we're outside somewhere, so that way if it does rip, it's not the end of the world. It's going to be really gross and for hours. This is why if Bass wins it, we need to switch the draft to Saturday, and he needs to know well in advance so that way he can take the time off of work. And if Bass quits, and this is the other thing I was thinking about. If Bass quits the league and doesn't own up to Cheese Sox, I'll be very upset with him. And
B, whoever takes his place has to take the punishment.
Well, what it's going to be is
that would suck.
Yeah,
going in the league getting cheese sauce.
It's going to be a two-pronger, though. If he quits the league, whoever takes his place has to do cheese socks, and Meehan has to do cheese socks because he was playing in the game. So two people go cheese socks if Bass quits. So don't quit, Bass. It's not cool.
You're hurting other people.
But if you do quit, someone from this year's getting punished and your replacement's getting punished. So just so we know.
Hobo Dick Cheese became Hobo Dick Socks.
Dick Cheese Socks. Yes. Okay, so anyway, all that's lined out. That's great, and I'm excited. Honestly, it's pretty funny because I think the championship game is taking a back seat to Cheese Socks Bowl here. Really, honestly, outside of the two of you, and I'm really interested in it because I'm just glad we'll have a new champion for the 6th year and never had a repeat. So it's really cool. It just shows how this league is actually really difficult. So I think that's really cool. But outside of the two, a couple, it's going to be the Cheese Sox. It's going to be paid attention to.
We need to get a trophy with Cheese Sox.
Oh, we do. I would love there's something. Maybe
I know a trophy place.
Something. But let's move on to the championship game. What you guys have played all year for. Currently, Skylar's projected to beat Christopher here. 127.9 to 116.3. I mean, you guys have great teams. Let's see. I'm going to go to the year's points total. Let's see. You were 1486. Skylar 15. So Skylar scored about 100 more points than you throughout the season. So that's about 7-8 more a game, roughly, that he scored more than you. So I mean, that's still pretty close, though. It's pretty close projections.
Like I said, I've got a pretty like some of my guys have pretty bad matchups this week. So
Yeah, let's see. So
Well, that's how I feel. Fucking Aaron Rodgers is not having his head up his ass for the last while. Not to mention the season didn't start that great anyway. But
we look back at the one game you guys have played against each other, and Skyler did to you what he has done to me twice. He beat you 143 to 73.8. So it was an absolute beating. Skyler's got that in his team though. He's got a good team. But yeah, he does have like Deshaun up here. He's had to dig deep with Boyd out. Melvin's back, which is big. You've got to kind of dig deep here. That loser needs to get out of there. Well, I mean, he's got a good matchup with New Orleans. New Orleans has a good defense, but that should be a high-scoring game. Mahomes might just be the secret.
And Kittle.
And Kittle's been fantastic too. Kittle is. I think tight ends are stupid outside of Ertz, Kelsey, Gronk when he's healthy, and Kittle. Kittle's been lights out.
Gronk when he's healthy. When the fuck is that?
Well, it's not often, but when he is, he's lights out.
It's not often.
Hasn't been for the last 2 seasons. He's the most injury-prone motherfucker on earth.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a close one. What I personally would like to happen is I would like for you two to tie, and then feel the agony and sorrow that it is when you tie and then lose a tiebreaker and feel my pain.
No. If they tie, the money rolls over to next season and they fuck off.
Do that.
No, if you tie, which you won't, it's a very small chance. It's possible, but you won't. But if you do, it is bench points. That's what it should have been. That's my asterisk year. Didn't get a championship.
For the season?
No, your bench. All your players on the bench. Yeah, whoever has the most that will win the game if you tie. But I don't know.
Well, fuck. Antonio Brown's out. Jordan Reed's out.
So Skyler's. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take. I think Skyler's got the. If just unbiasedly looking at it, I think Skyler's just got too many high-powered players. I think he's like Lee Jr. And so I think Skyler.
Lee lost.
Yeah, I think Skyler wins. Yeah, I think Skyler wins.
I want Chris to win just because he was in my division and I beat the shit out of him twice. So it'd be kind of a moral victory for me.
Yeah, I'd like for you to win. I think it'd be cool, but at the same time, I don't want either of you to win, and so I don't care. But I do think that I just
Chris Carson is a big game because he's had some big help me out.
That and I talk shit to Skyler at the beginning of the season. I know you didn't forget.
Nope, I
remember when I said don't worry about trophies, you'll never win.
Yep.
Boy, I'm eating those words.
I don't know why you're saying that. I lost last year, so hopefully this year is my redemption year.
What was your score last year? Do you remember? Was it close or was it?
I got beat pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I can find out right here. It takes 2 seconds.
I think I got beat by like 40 points or something.
Let's do this. No. Did you got rolled on? Playoffs right here. Playoffs. So yeah, your game looks like you lost. Oh yeah, you lost 171.2 to 102.3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean it's one of those that really. But I mean, what do you do at that point though? Like Jesus, that's murder, Bill. Wow. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Good luck, to you guys. I'm just gonna do this because it makes me sad. Look at this. 137.5 to 137.5. It even puts me, ESPN, I'm so stupid. ESPN even puts me as the league champion. But I was so worried about being fair that I fucking pussed out and caused myself to lose the game. I'm so stupid. Sorry, just looking at anger from 2 years ago. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, do you have any final words you want to give to each other before we end this?
I'm not shit talking this year, so best of luck.
Did you shit talk last year?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm good too. Good luck to you, man.
Yeah, I just want to say it's been a great season. I really enjoyed it, and hope to have you around next year for the Downcast.
Yeah. It's been a good year. Good job, everybody. And it's not over yet, but we got one more to go.
Hey, when are we doing?
Yeah, and we'll have to schedule that pretty quick. It came up quick. Probably in a couple weeks, something like that.
All right.
So someone's house, maybe Billy. He's good at good central location. Just I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, probably mid-January. We'll get that all squared away. That'll be fun time. But
I just made my second payment on the PSL, those Raiders seats.
nice, very good.
Yeah.
Go Raiders in a few years.
I guess they're having the 2020 NFL draft in Vegas, and they might have it at the stadium. I'm not sure yet, but
that is cool.
that'd be cool.
But yeah, well, I mean, that's it. Anybody else got anything else?
No.
Nope.
Nope, I'm good.
Hey, good luck this weekend to all, and
To all a good night.
go Chiefs, Sox.
Merry Christmas.